Hey everybody, I hope you're hanging in there, and I also hope that these videos have been relatively helpful so far. Um, when I teach a class online, I usually like to tell the students, whether that's through video chat or through email, that communication is absolutely central if they want to do well, they want to complete the class. And so with this installment, I'll try to be brief, or at least quicker than I have been. I want to quickly show you how you can create an announcement and or send an email right from your Blackboard shell. Okay? So you should by now have seen that installment where I showed you how to create this announcement button of Blackboard right over here where I'm mousing over. So if you just click that, that will take you to the announcement page, right? And that's right here. So it's not that easy to see, but if you go up to underneath announcements where it says create announcement right here, right? If you see it highlights it when I mouse over it, go ahead and click on announcement, okay? Now this could be anything that you want it to be. It could be watch this video lecture, or there's a quiz due tonight, or don't forget to study for the exam. That sounds like a good enough topic right now. So let's call it final exam preparations. Okay, preparations, sorry. So over here is your actual message box, and you can type whatever you want. You can think of it like an email if you want to think of it that way. You can address them. I tend to not address them as in like hello everyone or all or anything like that. I tend to just go right to the heart of the matter, because keep in mind they're looking at this individually through their own Blackboard portals. Okay, so let's just say I have made the final exam review guide available in Blackboard. When you have a chance, please download a copy so you can be prepared for our exam. Okay? Now, scroll down here. I mean, obviously you would want to go into more detail, but I'm trying to keep it short for you. You get the idea. There's a couple different options we have when it comes to how long or not long this announcement is going to run. If you leave the duration defaulted at date not restricted, what that means is it's going to be available every time they log in, every time they go to the announcement page, right? They are going to see this. I like to make these things restricted. Okay, so we're going to click on date restricted. And over here, it's in this box right here. We've talked about these boxes before, but we want to display after. Now, if you want this available right now, right, you can make it available right now by just not touching this calendar right here, right? You don't have to touch it at all. If you leave this box blank, it's going to display it automatically. Let's say that we don't want this thing to run past Saturday, okay? So we're going to click on the 28th right there. We're going to give them all day on Saturday to take a look at that. And if we wanted to, we could go ahead and click submit, and that would pin it to our announcement bulletin board. I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. You could also send a copy to your class, right? You see this box right here, right? It says email announcement. If you do that, they're all going to get an email sent directly to them. So in addition to having it available online, it'll be available through their email. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to start heart attacks in this class that was taught 2 years ago. So I'm going to leave that blank. Let's go ahead and click submit, right? And what that's going to do is it's going to take us over here to our announcement bulletin board. Right there is our announcement, okay? And you can see that it's not, that it's available right now as we speak, right? And because we've outlined its parameters, it won't be available past Saturday. Now, I told you this in a previous edition of these instructional videos, but if you want to see what your students are seeing right now, go ahead and turn the edit mode off. Turn that off, right? And that's what they see. As you can see, the create button disappeared and it's much cleaner. If your student was to come in, click on announcements, that's what she or he would see. Okay? So we're going to turn this guy back on so that we can go back to our editing. I want to take the time that we have remaining to show you how you can email your class right here from Blackboard. we haven't really dealt much with the course management part of Blackboard, but right now I want you to click on the course tools like I just did. Scroll all the way down. As you can see, we've got a lot of tools that are available to us, okay? But if you check this out right here, see send email, let's send ourselves an email, okay? Now we want to send this to all users. 9 times out of 10 it's going to go to everybody, right? And we'll give it a title like you give any title. Whoops, can't spell preparations today for some reason. So there's our title. And here I would probably, I'd probably address it. Hey, all, right? Nice little greeting. I just wanted you to know I made the final exam review guide be available, and you should all take a look at it. Oops. There, signing off. That's our email. That's what they would all get. Right? Back up there for a second. If you'd like to, you can attach a file. Right? We're not going to do that, but you can see if you wanted to attach, like, for example, a PowerPoint here. We're not going to do that, but if you wanted to, you could. What you do if you want to fire this thing off is just hit your submit button, right? I'm not going to hit submit because, again, I don't want these people to freak out on me that they are going to have a final exam for a class that none of them thought that they were taking, probably already thought that they had completed it. So instead of that, I'm going to hit cancel, but if you want to fire off an email from Blackboard, that's the way that you do it, okay? So in upcoming installment for this, we'll talk a little bit more about how you put together things like assignments, and best of all, how you grade them.